Your tenant's lease ended 2 months ago, but they're still living in your property and refusing to leave. What can you legally do about it? This is called a holdover tenant situation, and it happens more often than you think. As a landlord, you might feel trapped. You can't just change the locks or throw their stuff out on the street. That's illegal. In fact, doing that could get you sued and cost you thousands in damages. So what are your legal options? First, understand that once the lease expires, the tenant becomes what's called a holdover tenant or tenant at sufferance. They no longer have legal right to be there, but they still have rights. You cannot use self-help eviction methods like cutting off utilities, removing doors, or physically removing them. Here's what you need to do. Step 1. Send a written notice to vacate. Most states require you to give written notice, even if the lease has expired. The notice period varies by state, usually between 3 to 30 days. This notice should clearly state they must leave by a specific date. Keep a copy and send it certified mail, so you have proof. Step 2. If they still don't leave, you must file for eviction through the court system. This is called an unlawful detainer action. You'll need to go to your local courthouse, file the paperwork, and pay filing fees, which typically range from $50 to several $100s depending on your state. Step 3. The court will schedule a hearing. The tenant will be served with a summons and given a chance to respond. If they don't show up or don't have a valid defense, the judge will likely rule in your favor. Step 4. If you win, the court issues an eviction order, and only then can a sheriff or marshal physically remove the tenant. This entire process can take anywhere from a few weeks to several months depending on your state and how backed up the courts are. Now here's something many landlords don't know. If you accept rent from a holdover tenant, even once, you might accidentally create a new month-to-month lease agreement. That means you have to start the eviction process all over again with proper notice. Never accept payment from a tenant you're trying to evict unless you want them to stay. Some states also allow you to charge holdover rent, which is often higher than the original lease amount, sometimes up to double. But you need to check your state laws and your original lease agreement to see if this applies. One more important thing, document everything. Take photos, save emails, keep records of all communication. If the tenant is also causing damage or harassing you, call the police and file reports. These records can help your case in court. Remember, every state has different landlord-tenant laws, and some cities have additional protections for tenants that can make eviction even harder. This is general information, not legal advice. Before taking any action, always consult with a licensed attorney or legal aid organization in your state who specializes in landlord-tenant law. They can guide you through your specific situation and make sure you don't accidentally violate any laws that could hurt your case. So here's my question to you. Have you ever dealt with a tenant who wouldn't leave? What happened? Share your experience in the comments below.